Hello, and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Today we're going to try and do Child of Cordona and In for a Penny.
John,
Child
this is the spot. Let's see what we can record. We found a rope tied to one of the books. We pulled and a suitcase emerged. How did we know where to look? What am I missing? This doesn't seem relevant. Brown algae. We were specifically looking for it. I think we...
All right, lead the way.
Seem relevant.
Okay then. Let's go. Let's see what we were fucking looking for. This is the one about like the military of Cordona being corrupt, right? And that's what went on here.
It was night. We saw a man with ink-stained fingers and a notebook. A journalist. His scared look and hasty steps smelled of adventure. We followed.
Okay.
Another man appeared. He was casually dressed, but his haircut and posture revealed him to be a soldier. The journalist quickly changed direction.
I wonder who's the guy again. Oh no.
Another disguised soldier cut the journalist off. He was cornered. We hid behind the barrels and watched.
Oh god, what happened?
The three men argued. The soldiers demanded something from the journalist, but he refused. Their words grew louder and someone pushed the reporter.
He stumbled and fell over the edge. After
Damn.
one horrible yell, he hit the ground. The soldiers vanished. We waited to be safe, then went to him.
Do I go down there? Yep.
Blood was everywhere. I was in shock, but you kept your cool. You noticed that his shoes had a layer of salt and brown algae stuck to his leg.
Those men demanded something from him. I wanted to find out what was so valuable as to kill for. And so we did. Made it public.
The journalist Hector Jacobson. People built a memorial after his death. That might be a good backdrop for our picture. Let's find it.
Oh, where's the... Okay. It's a prominent landmark in the city, okay? I should pin that. I can look exactly like this guy.
Do you know anything about this?
Listen, friend, I like your face. I'll tell you.
Located a small island between Scaladio and the northern Silverton. Alright, between Scaladio and northern Silverton. Okay, so it's like right here. Yeah, it has to be here. But that's... Is that Thor Bridge? I don't know. Let's go. Find out. I don't think there's an easy way to get down here. There we go. Okay. Just have to make sure we're recording. I don't get paranoid about these things. Fisherman Isle. Hold on, let's go to that art trader. Or that furniture trader real quick. I did a lot of grinding in the interim.
The best antiques in the... My goods will brighten up your house.
I bought the rest of the clothing. And yeah, as you can see, I've got 700 spare. Reading Torchir makes the dark bits of a room yellow instead.
Enjoy
Let's
your
get it.
purchase.
Is this all part of the island here? Huh. Oh wait, Thor Bridge. So it should be somewhere around here.
Exquisite furniture for your home.
Maybe it's on the other side. Oh, maybe it's that. Yeah.
Hector Jacobson was killed for his story, yet it still came to light. A lesson for those less noble. You cannot bury the truth.
I think here is a good place for a picture, Sherry.
Yep. All right. So let's go. Miners in North and Old City. Okay, this here we need to go to the police station for. Let's pin it. Just so the game knows that's what we're looking for. I'm gonna go in here. Oh, also, you'll notice I did start another. I started Beyond a Joke here just because it was a little eavesdropping thing. And I think String Theory as well might have been started off camera, but I can't remember. Those are two other little cases that we'll have to do. Alright. Misdemeanors. Alright, Matthias Wright. Known crimes: pickpocketing, minor vandalism, loitering, begging, petty theft, and murder. Known associate, street urchin gang in the Hive. Family history: father Edward Wright, ex-miner, deceased, mother unknown. Arrest note: after close inspection of Mr. Wright's hiding place, we found the stolen uniform. Concluded that he took it as a joke after it was left unattended at the Garden of Delights. I recommended a small fine and a week of obligatory work at the port, but the chief inspector elected to handle the case personally. Offer Placido? Interrogation note. After thorough questioning, subject confessed that he stole my uniform on purpose and that he was going to deliver it to his known criminal associates, the Hive. Subject further confessed to the murder of journalist Hector Jacobson. Typical behavior from fatherless scum. Chief Inspector Mitchell. Update: 16th man Matthias Wright disappeared from his cell.
No, this can't be right, Matthias. Murder? Impossible.
Good thing we helped him escape. Now focus, Sherry. Let's remember how we did it.
We snuck in when the archives were empty and found something on the archivist's table.
A top-secret map of catacombs beneath the prison, allowing us to rescue Matthias.
No, that's not right. It was something else. Let me focus on it. Ah, of course. It was the shift schedule. We wanted to know which officer was on prison duty that day.
Ah, that's not how I remember it. Or maybe... Yes. We went to find the officer's desk. That's where the map was.
So where's he saying? Is he saying the map was in here?
We waited until no one was around, then searched the desk. You were on lookout, John.
Do you recall what we found here?
A half-eaten tuna sandwich. It was carefully wrapped in a hand-stitched kerchief. You almost took a bite, John. There was a chain of keys. We found something here, John, and something else. It was a police billy club, new, but already stained with blood.
What's important is that we found keys. By my memory, we crept to the prison cells immediately. Let's go.
I remember a book with wax stains damaged by humidity. The officer used it to keep him company during long prison shifts.
Where's the, oh yeah, it's down here.
This area is restricted.
Oh. Oh, no. I'm in the right place, correct?
This area is restricted.
Okay, inspectors.
Would you like to report a crime?
That was weird. I swear to God I heard a voice behind me. The prison, which I mean, it should be in here, right? I heard a scribble. What the fuck was that?
This area is restricted.
I heard a scribbling noise. Where was it at? I went in here. Something scribbled. Where the fuck? Why is this so difficult to do? Why? Where? This is the prison. This is the only prison. Come on. Come on. Where? Oh my god. I'm sorry. I have to fucking pause this and figure this out. What the fuck? I have to put on a fucking police officer's uniform. Jesus. Where is it? Even though the police know that I work with them, I am deputized.
What a long day.
Sherlock has been deputized at this point in the story.
Guards were lazy. Knowing their shift schedule, it was easy to sneak past them and find the right cell.
Yes, and with the keys and map in hand, we busted out Matthias and escaped through the catacombs.
John, no, that's not what happened. Let me remember.
John was really on this catacombs thing.
It was dark. His cell smelt of decay and excrement. I remember calling for him, but Matthias did not answer, so I walked inside. I saw a
is he
shape.
dead?
It was moving just barely. I remember seeing his familiar yellow jacket now torn and covered in strange brown splotches. I saw his legs twisted at an impossible angle. Then someone called to me from the door. It was an officer. He didn't yell when he saw me. Understood it at a glance. He took me outside, told me to forget what I saw. In a way, I did.
Oh, Matthias
Sherry,
is fucking dead.
Come outside. We should take a photo of the cell. I know you want to remember the truth.
Rest easy, Matthias. John, I must find that loathsome mutton shunter Mitchell. I will find him.
Okay. After 30 years of exemplary service on the force, Chief Inspector Mitchell Satter passed away in his sleep last night. His family and friends will always remember his brilliant mind, attention to detail, strict adherence to the word and spirit of the law, and kind heart. In his long and illustrious career, Chief Inspector Mitchell closed dozens of high-profile cases, including the death of famous reporter Ichter Jacobston and a mass shooting in the Old City.
That's not fair. He deserved worse.
And Matthias deserved better. There's a lot of injustice in the world, Sherry. Your skills could make a difference for others like him.
Yeah, there's a lot of hardcore shit that goes around in Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Mine is inshore, under Caesar's Bridge. western end of Harbor Avenue. Okay, so the Miners Inshore Underseas Bridge at the western end of Harper Avenue. Okay. The next one was taking us to Old City. Where's my suit? There it is. I look fucking dapper. Alright. Something about the audio in the police station makes me think there's fucking people behind me, dude. I don't like it. It's not good. Okay. Let's go to buy that furniture real quick. Let's just go through and buy all the furniture items that we can right now.
The best and my goods will brighten up your house.
Let's see what we got here. Sturdy bed, golden wooden, just like your father. Great talking point for your next flight. Oh, that's a reference
Enjoy
to,
your purchase.
That's a reference to how Holmes didn't really care about the shape of the Earth, because he thought that it was pretty much useless information. Which, I mean, in his line of work, yeah.
Come, Marhaba. It's a good day for a purchase.
Indeed. What do we got here? Anatolian rug. Nice pattern, but not wide enough to hide a body. Keep your servants busy with this total cleaning nightmare. Perfect toy for children.
May your purchase bring you joy.
Oh, it sure will. Okay, and then there's the other two traders located right next to each other, which I really like, really appreciate.
Landscapes. My goods will brighten up your house.
You sure will. The Holmes family. Oh, hey. Portrait depicting the pain of getting kids to sit still. Map of London smaller than the city. Violet's portrait irreplaceable. Sketch of a boy. Old drawing of a young friend. It's like he's really there.
Enjoy your purchase. Tired of your garden view? My goods will brighten up your house.
Much harder to do loop-de-loops than at the playground. All the comfort of sitting on a rock with splinters. Statue honoring the terrifying power of short people. David and Goliath.
Enjoy your purchase.
Okay, so I've got some locations there then. I have all the furniture for him. It's probably the fastest way to do that. Probably.
Nice to see you.
Oh, okay, I probably need to pin the evidence. Yep.
It was an early morning. For some reason, we snuck out of the house and crossed the bridge into Miner's End.
We were always adventuring, Sherry. Focus on the bone. That's what's important here.
Yes, I remember. It was huge, but wait. How did we find it? I think there was someone else. Oh, of course, Toby, our furry partner in crime, John. How could I have forgotten?
Okay.
Whoa, it was quite a while
Okay.
ago. Hey, do you remember how we met him?
I remember bell sounds and sweat and the smell of incense. I think it was at the church in Western Miner's End. Let's find the place.
The church in Western Miner's End. That doesn't look like a fisherman, apparently. Bet you this does.
May I ask you something?
Are you talking to me? Sorry, I wasn't listening. On purpose.
I said on purpose instead of intentionally. Okay. Well, that's cool, I guess, that he had a childhood dog named Toby, and I guess that's why he names his dog that he gets later Toby. Resting near the church, just west of Central Miner's End. The church. That could be a church. That could most definitely be a church. Place a mark there. And let's get going.
Do you know anything about this?
Unfortunately, my casebook is empty on this.
Okay. Hey, there it is.
The morning sun was shining and church bells called the town to mass, but we weren't here for a ceremony. We were running. From what? Of course. The dreaded Dudley. He was still incensed after the stolen clothes incident and wanted to teach us a lesson. I can almost see where we ran.
Nope. Okay.
We lost him for a moment and tried to hide. You pointed to the small courtyard and we ran in. We hid behind crates full of fish. They were stamped as fresh, but I remember my stomach did not agree with that statement.
Oh, no, that smell. It almost made me want to face Dudley. But before that happened, there was a noise. The idiot had a brain the size of a peanut, but when it came to finding us across the island, his cunning was almost supernatural.
Unlike us, he knew many kids on Cordona, and all were eager to get into his good favors. But this time, he met someone who wasn't scared of him.
The dog?
We heard a low growl first, then a dismissive cry, a loud bark after that, and a terrified scream a moment later.
And when we looked up, we saw only a big angry dog with ripped breeches in its jaw. I was scared, but you wanted to get closer, Sherry, remember?
He looked hungry, and I had a sandwich from home. He sniffed it cautiously and then accepted it and let me pet him. It was the first of many snacks.
Ugh, those dreaded ham and pickle sandwiches. Lucky for Toby, I'm more of a tuna guy.
John, I am starting to recall something else. Close nearby, under the building with a huge water tower on top, we saw it from the church.
Okay.
şimdi çok daha iyi hissediyorum. Nasılsın?
Oh, and oh yeah, we also
Nothing new for you.
Where's John's diary? Consequences. Elephant adopted again. There you go.
I'm afraid.
If you guys wanted to pause that and read it.
Merhaba.
Just decided to pick that up while I was off. Okay.
We heard rumors that this place was haunted, strange lights in the night, people disappearing. One night we decided to investigate.
Toby was with us?
Toby was with us, always happy to join on our escapades. He stopped when we neared the building and refused to go further, but I was resolute.
What do we got?
It was pitch black, so we had to light the lamp. The smell of oil and burned hair filled the night. And something moved in the shadows.
Another dog.
It was a man.
Oh, okay.
I remember a dirty shirt, horrifying smile, and a pair of manacles in his hand. We turned to run.
What happened?
That's when we saw that we were cut off. This one had a rope in his hands. My heart sunk. Then I heard a growl. Toby jumped the slavers with all the fury his size contained. We got the hint and ran like the clappers. And I never saw our Toby again.
No.
Spotted Cordona soon after that night, Sherry. Perhaps he was hiding or wandering. It was not unlike him to disappear for weeks on end.
Yes, you may be right. I regret going to that place. Should have listened to Toby's warnings.
And leave a haunted building unexplored? You know very well that is a mystery that would have nagged us forever.
I know, and yet...
No sense dwelling on ifs and maybes. We can choose to remember those times how we want. I'll draw a picture. You just pick the scene.
I want to remember our last adventure. How Toby saved us.
If you insist. The drawing might turn out a little morbid, but I'll do my best.
My man. Old shipwreck in northern Old City. On the shoreline to the northeast of the bridge. So that has to be like right here. This is our last little Child of Cordona thing, and then after that it's off to the coins. 10 coins to collect. Now, I just gotta figure out how to get down there. Because I recall a bit of a problem with it last time. Oh, okay, northeast. I was thinking northwest for some reason.
We found this old shipwreck soon after we arrived on Cordona. It quickly became our favorite place. I remember feeling safe.
Ahoy, our mighty frigate! All hands ahoy! Show me ye haven't become no lily-livered landlubber.
Yes, John.
We needed a good sail, so obviously we went and stole some sheets from Mycroft's bed. He was furious. I'm sure he still holds the grudge.
'Twas a good rig we ran on him. Aye!
We wanted to name our ship. We took some planks and a bucket of paint from workers at the nearby construction site. Arabella, we called her.
A real woman of war, she was.
This helm was borrowed from Father's collection. He enlisted the police to try and find it, but all the while it was here helping us steer our ship.
Aye, Sherry, and ye were the best coxswain on the briny deep.
I'm starting to remember, John. We didn't stay here for long. Someone else came.
Shiver me timbers, those were the King's men.
Fuck.
They came for our booty and to make us dance the Hepham jig.
No, John, that's not right. It was someone else. Let me focus.
Oh, is it the bullies again? That's Dudley.
Of course. Dudley and his henchmen, they couldn't stand some rich kids playing on their territory. And their territory was wherever they saw us.
Those sons of biscuit eaters stood no chance against real swashbucklers.
Sure, but we ran, didn't we?
Well, yes, but only to get our weapon. Savvy? Head up that bridge, buccaneer, to the cannon.
It's kind of sad that Sherlock Holmes just played by himself as a kid with a fucking imaginary friend. I don't know what he means by canon. On the bridge nearby. Oh, let me bridge I can think of is this one right here, and I can't remember if it has a cannon on it. No, it does. Wait, is that a cannon? I don't think it's a cannon. Yeah, no, it's not in here now. There's not a cannon over here. Unless it's up there. There might be a way to get up there. I'll trespass. I did not mean to do that. Probably gonna black out here. Yeah, I'm not seeing the cannon. Okay, I'm gonna cut here while we look for the cannon. Okay, I found it. I just didn't go far enough in this direction last time it looks.
We wanted to teach them a lesson. Mycroft once said that this cannon was still operational. Obviously, we tried to fire it.
Aye, if we couldn't sail our Arabella, no one would. With one good shot broadside, we sent those freebooters to the Davy Jones.
John, this is getting ridiculous. We didn't fire the cannon. We couldn't fight those boys. We just ran. It was over. Just let it go.
Nar, stop your whining, you lubber. It's...
John, please stop. I said it's over.
No, wait, Sherry. There is one more thing you need to see.
Oh, all right, John, but this one is the last one.
Avast ye! It's this side of the bridge. A small cave on the beach. We left a sign on the wall. It might still be there.
Alright. What? Okay, I'm sorry. It should just be over here. Oh.
I think I remember this place. Let me see what we can find.
Yeah, this is a cool. I fucking love this place if I was a kid.
I can't put an old name on a new ship. That's why we called her Themis. If you're a bully, it's a bad idea to leave clothes unattended while swimming. Someone may repurpose your trousers into a surprisingly good sail.
This cave is my favourite place on Cordona. My favourite place in all the world.
This was my father's helm, so we had to steal it back from Dudley. It was high tide, and I caught a chill. Spent the next week in bed with a fever.
Oi, matey. Let's get her ship-shape once more.
Okay.
I must admit, John, it was good to remember. Let's take a photograph.
Oh, Sherry, come on. I know you want to do it.
All hands ahoy! Weigh anchor and hoist the mizzen! Heave ho, first mate John, we have a
Is he
Spanish
talking?
galleon to plunder! John, that's it. We've revisited all the places I wanted from my diary. Even without the rose-tinted glasses, it was good to remember, my friend.
2 wardrobe items acquired. So we got that. The finished child of Cordona. Alright, let's go here. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. And I believe we got Plague Doctor for John. So we can go around like this for a little bit while we take those coins. Alright. Let's go here. Okay, now I think I've got a pretty good idea. I think it's gotta be around Moran and River Street. I think. Certainly wasn't here. This is making it more gentle. It should be right around here. That place was clear. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna need some time to figure this one out. I don't want to bore you. Okay. And pretty sure. It should be like right here.
12 zucchini, first ever minted. This was part of Father's original collection. He won it at an auction in Barcelona the same year I was born. Antonio Manuel de Vilhena, the Grand Master of Malta, one of the first to mint his own coin. They were rather short-lived, unfortunately.
Alrighty. We've got hidden coin 1. There's 2. Only 9 more to go. Might be surprised by how much you can, by how much speech can differ from one group of people to another, even if they reside upon the same small island. Success or failure of a mission can sometimes depend upon whether you know the correct terminology in front of the right people. For example, there is a curious place in Minas and where 3 uniquely named streets share the same common nickname, Bloody Road. Aristocrats call one of the roads bloody because a certain woman lives on it who assists with the issue of unwanted children. The Wolfgang call one of the roads bloody because they were unable to extend their territory past it and were always repelled by the righteous. The fishermen call one of the roads bloody because a great many of them died on the cliffs near it. There's a city block between 3 roads. On the porch of one of the buildings, there you will find your coin beneath a loose board. Well, let's get out my maybe my thug stuff first.
Excuse me, just one question.
What makes you think I can be of help to you?
Oh, okay, here we go.
May I ask you something?
Hey, you're a lucky man. I know about this.
Bridge Road is called Bloody by the Wolfgang. Okay, Fisherman.
This ale's spiffing, Shirley. I'm gonna... You should have... Nope. Nope. Wake me up tomorrow.
Will do, John.
The worst clothes.
Despite being used, these goods are still... I've nothing left in stock.
Okay. There's definitely should be sailors on the south side of Miner's Inn. There we go.
What's up?
Okay. I'm just seeing a lot of thugs.
Could you help me?
I don't know, but I'm sure there are others who'd be glad to help a fella in uniform.
Okay. Okay. Where do I go to find some fucking fishermen, dude? Let's go to Silverton, I guess. God, I know the docks are this way. Please. Please count as a fisherman.
May I ask you something?
I don't want any business with it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
A man who lives by violence.
Oh my god. Oh, this is pissing me off. Why can't I find a single fisherman? I fucking ran all over the town. Oh my god. Why can't I find anybody that is a fisherman? It should be super easy in a town like this. Especially in Silverton. It's been set up as like the dock place. This place called fucking docks. You goddamn fisherman.
Is this familiar to you?
Don't you think I have nothing better to do?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, fucking just gonna change John back.
Did you hear another sight?
This is another subquest, or fucking subquest, side quest. Siren song. Alright, fuck it. I'm just looking up where the fucking this coin is. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. It should be like right there. Yep. I was just a little fucking pissed that nobody was being a sailor. Firearm craft. Maybe that's what I need to do. It doesn't fucking matter right now. Heard this guy's a fucking sailor man. No. Damn, why is he wearing sailor clothes?
This coin depicts Hompesh, the last Grand Master of the Order to govern in Malta. I believe this coin was minted during the French occupation. 30 Tari. This coin was once stolen from Father. Many years later, Mycroft found it in a private collection and persuaded the owner to return it.
There's 3. Screw myself over by going up here, I think. God. Oh, it's up there. Get. All of these things in this art. There are 2 locations of Venezuela that caused a great deal of trouble over a long period of time for the local police patrols. The first is situated at the spot where your arena is, and the second a very similar structure near the crossing of Renee Street and Basketball Street. At midnight, a group of vandals would regularly leave obscene graffiti depicting local aristocratic families near one of the 2 points. I studied these occurrences and noticed the following details. The graffiti's appearance depended upon the direction of the police patrol. Each time the police patrol set out from the police station toward the yacht club, graffiti would be waiting for them at point 2. Each time the police patrol would head in the opposite direction, graffiti would appear at point 1. It's obvious to me that the culprits were communicating the police patrol's approach somehow. There is no direct vision between the 2 points, however, so they must have used an intermediary location to send warning from one point to the other. Okay. Renee and Baskerville. Alright, so Baskerville and Renee. Looks like yeah, this, it looks like that's the other structure. Which means the intermediary has to be the church, perhaps? Could be that bridge there. Okay, so there's that location. I think it's the bridge.
Hello.
Yes! Oh, I was correct.
One of a kind made as a proposal to the British Secretary of State. This design was rejected, and all successive copper coins had a seated figure of Britannia. A British grain to replace the habit on Malta. Mother had a relative in the Maltese government who gave this unique coin as a wedding gift.
Oh. Easy. Hidden coin 4 on Gallifrey Street. Old City and Silverton are going to be the worst ones, I feel. I've never really liked going to Old City. What the fuck? Oh, crap. Oh, okay, that's not it. Alright then. Here at the building where you found this note, I once had an encounter that showed me in practice that luck was supremely unreliable. It was intended that I should meet with a contact who knew the names of some high-ranking foreign spies in the Cordillera military. I was waiting inside the building when I heard a distant gunshot. I looked out from the front door and saw my contact dead in the street below. I observed his wounds, judging by the bullet's entry point that he was shot from a northwest direction from a very high vantage point. The shooter was exceptionally lucky. The bullet hit an artery and his target died within a matter of seconds. I quickly deduced the point from where the shot was made. I ran there and saw police officers questioning suspicious man rough clothes near the gate at Bernay Street. I noticed gunpowder residue on his hand and realized that this was a shooter held by an overly diligent policeman. A pure accident, but one that demonstrates how luck can turn in an instant. However, the shooter was carrying no gun, knowing where he shot from, and where he was stopped by police. I easily found the place where he disposed of the weapon. The shot came from a high up place. Probably there. Which was caught at the gate to Bernay Street, which is okay. I'm just gonna. Alright. Where's okay. Okay. There we go.
An acture, called asper by the British. One of the first Ottoman silver coins dating back to the 15th century. They minted them in Serbian despotate. It bears a tura, a unique calligraphic seal of a sultan. Mycroft received this coin as a gift from a prominent Turkish family in Cordona for some favour.
Alrighty. Let me check our running time real quick. We're almost halfway through the coins. This might go up to an hour and a half to 2 hours. Probably an hour 45. These last 2 episodes have been awfully long, so I apologize for that. There's 6. This should be 5. Yep. Yeah, unless they just fucking make it there by running this. There's no fast travel point that's really close. And I'm kind of close already, so. I already love exploring the beautiful city of Cordona when it wants to load in. This is like the only game that I really used fast travel in regularly. Here's why. Second to load here.
Alright, no sign of a hint. The vase was broken recently, though. Perhaps the vandal left some tracks.
You see the tracks? Okay, gotta pin it.
Looks like our little vandal is a dog. Let's see where he went.
Zeppelin is a point of pride for the local British populace. There are two places in the city where our countrymen like to gather, talk, drink coffee, and feel some superiority to their friends. One is at the square where we found this hint. Another is close to a local guest house, which is well known amongst those who came to the island to visit friends and relatives. Between these 2 points, there is a bridge. We have one of the cobblestones in its foundation. I've hidden your coin. Let's try there. Unlucky guess. I found at least one of these coins by myself, okay. Leave me alone.
Kurush, or piaster. A large silver coin, now replaced by the gold lira. Suleiman II minted them, part of his attempt to revive the failing economy.
Come on. Okay.
This coin was gifted to me by
through.
Mycroft. He told me that he won it in a game of cards, but I can hardly see Mycroft playing, well, anything.
I wonder if I'll ever actually see Mycroft. So far, we've had a lot of references to him. He's definitely got agents here in town, but he hasn't made an appearance himself. Over the years, I've noticed that people who are involved in dubious business have a strange obsession with back entrances. It is as if they believe that the simple act of not entering through the front door to the place of their secret meeting makes them invisible. They're the trait that a great many conspirators share as a love of art. Legacy Theatre in Southern Scaladia was a prime place for brewing intrigue. I spent hours with the spyglass observing one of the back entrances to the theatre, noted people passing up and down the stairs, and the times at which they did so. In a few weeks, I have begun seeing interesting patterns that led to quiet areas. to the quiet rests. The coin I have hidden is inside a toy boat, and I left it floating underneath my observation point. Don't worry, I've tied it to a rock, so it doesn't float too far away. Okay.
Not bad.
Here's the theater. Oh, this is the main entrance here. Right? Yeah, this is the main entrance. I get the feeling hello there.
A Zecchino of the Republic of Venice.
Found 2 bucks.
This one dates back to Marino Faliero, who was executed for attempting a coup. Big ambition, poor organization.
Okay. Nice stuff.
One wealthy collector wanted this coin so badly that he dared to intrude upon my father's funeral to convince Mother to sell it. Mycroft showed him the door.
Well over halfway now. Leave 7 and 8 are here. Yep. The East is a delicate matter, Sherlock. It took me some time to work out the old city people, as they are not especially welcoming toward outsiders. Take, for example, the House of Vermeer. They lost its superiority to the House of Eagle, who adapted to the British rule, and they still refuse to change. Such a shame. They make the best coffee in the whole of the Mediterranean. I would frequently pick my morning brew from the coffee shop frequented by Vermeer workers and visit a street nearby that has a direct view upon the big tower. I'd walk it slowly, enjoying the quiet bustle of a walking city. A little further, in front of a large wooden gate that blocks the road, I turn left to the archway. Through it, there is a yard where I'd sit underneath the big tree, enjoy my coffee, and listen to the covert conversations on the balcony above. Find a reward in the roots of that tree. I feel like I know a little place like that nearby. So... definitely this little area as well. Is it the mosque? Let's get into a workman's garb. Okay.
Could you help me?
Of course. Let me help.
The coffee shop used to be on Bazaar Road between the Gulf Ashar Cavaranisi and the Imam Zahir Mosque. So I get the healing. And then it's in the boss has a big tree, doesn't it? Okay, well, this is loading. I can fucking. Pretty happy with me.
An ancient silver grosso. It was first introduced under Doge Enrico Dandola and quickly became a dominant coin of Mediterranean commerce. Mycroft returned with this coin from Venice. It was a long trip, but I don't remember any stories. Mycroft never talked much about any of his trips.
Okay, I'm gonna change back, and I will be back momentarily. There we go. Okay, I've returned. Map. There we are. What is this? 3 more left? 8, 9, 10? Yeah. 3 more left. Okay, that thing, the Turkish Coffee House, is the place to chat with people from different families who learn all the latest news. Everybody gathers here under the protection of the House of the Eagle. Curiously enough, even though there is a certain understanding between the House of the Eagle and the British military, the looks of a fail-safe system in place. Around the coffee house, you can see symbols which correlate with 3 phases of the moon, waxing, full, and waning. The locals know a certain pattern they can use to quickly disappear in the streets of the old city should the need arise. Follow the natural cycles of the moon, starting from its youth, and so repeating until you reach the mark upon the tree. There, between the roots, you'll find your coin. What does that even mean? What is that? Okay. That's what that means. Is there a faster opening? I don't even know where I'd begin on that one.
A yellow boy or guinea. This coin was minted from the gold mined on the Guinea coast of Africa. It's considered a more gentlemanly currency than the pound. Huh, rarity. I don't remember how this coin got into the collection. It must have been a late addition by Mycroft.
Alright, 2 coins left. I get the feeling these last 2 are going to be super easy. There's a train track that goes all the way from Miners End Mines to Silverton. This point where the track meets the sea. Okay. Over here? If this is the answer, then I guess it was insanely easy.
A real English double florin. This one is from the 14th century. I think they discovered 2 of them in the River Tyne. No others are known to exist. Mother's shrewd deduction revealed an archaeological El Dorado back in England. This coin was just a part of what she and my father dug up.
Cool. Also, just need to mind from time to time. Every good general knows that. There's a place in Silverton inside an abandoned warehouse where soldiers come to gamble. This is well known both officers and soldiers. Called the Black Goose Club. We hit the coin inside, and to get it, I need to always bet on black. Is there like a specific military uniform? I'm just gonna have to go sort of sailory on this. So maybe this is sailor fit. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Soldier. That's what it's seeing. Are you a soldier? You look like a soldier. He's in the hospital. These look like soldiers. Nope.
Excuse me, just one question.
I don't trust the man in uniform. Find yourself another victim.
Okay. It's very cool. This be a fucking soldier. Can somebody around here just be a soldier? Oh my god. Is there just not a fucking soldier in this place? Mason. Side of tents. You. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why does this always fucking happen? Okay, that's it. No, I'm not fucking dealing with this. I am not fucking dealing with this. If they're not gonna fucking just put the proper NPCs in the proper locations, I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm not gonna deal with it. Oh my god.
May I ask for your assistance?
Ah, I know this, yeah. Let me help you.
Cool. Okay. Alright, we got some gamers in here.
So, this warehouse is not as abandoned as it was. I should have expected as much. Take a rest, my friend.
You can overcome the brute now.
Too simple.
Hey.
Terribly sorry. Don't cry, you'll live.
The snuff's ready.
I couldn't miss the party.
No more crime for you, and
Give him the pepper snuff.
I couldn't miss the party.
too simple.
Dodge this!
Take a rest, my friend.
My combat skills have increased since last time we played. Okay.
It's all yours now.
No one else?
Don't cry, you'll live.
The snuff's ready. Time to knock this guy out.
I couldn't miss the party.
Take a rest, my friend.
Give him the pepper snuff.
He just gets
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
There we go.
Right, now, back to the coin.
Always bet on black. Oh. The old man lost it completely. I gathered loyal men, moved into a abandoned warehouse in Silverton, where we start operation from here. I need some time to regroup and recruit more men. I think I'm going to start with Big Fish and Slimy Joe. They were always good to do business with. Maybe Big Han. He was good with numbers. Found an antique coin in one of the chests. Like a sign of good luck. Wonder who lost it here.
Cordonian Mangir, one of the last to be minted from local silver.
Little octopus there.
The governor gifted this coin to Mycroft for his invaluable help. My brother added it to my collection.
When an issue pops up, every minute spent searching for answers is extra toil keeping you from innovating. With APM...
Okay. Sorry about that.
Got them all, Sherry. Let's get back to the manor. I know just the room for our coins.
I hope you're not suggesting my room.
Alright, let's get back to the manor and wrap up there. Nuclear penny completed. Is that, there we go. Bank here. That doesn't, okay. We also got a few memories and shit to trigger here, which we might as well do while we're here.
The garden's much prettier, don't you think? I bet the memories are all flooding back now.
The best place for reading. The best place for reading. I imagine Goliath was surprised to find out his lady was not real. My mother liked the story of David and Goliath. She said it doesn't matter how small you are, you can always overcome any obstacle. Ah yes, we were sword fighting in this very spot.
And that time, I was the winner.
So, as your victory prize, you asked me to fulfill a wish. I remember we did something the very next night, John, but what was it?
Against yourself?
We brought a cage with us. You insisted it must be made of iron.
That's because we were preparing to hunt fairies in our garden. Everyone knows iron is the only thing that can hold them.
And I was distinctly uncomfortable.
It was a disguise, of course. Fairies are easy to scare off, unless you're incognito.
and every trap needs bait.
He was bait.
We brought honey and a glass of warm milk.
After 2 hours lying in wait, we noticed movement in the bushes. The fairies appeared at last.
No, it was just Isolde the pig. She was lured by the smell of honey and milk and ate every last drop. Isolde belonged to Mr. Sim in Miner's End and escaped regularly. At least twice a month we would see him searching for her all over the island.
A marvelous evening, I defeated Sherry in a sword fight around a pig who had caught a whiff of the milk and honey. She gobbled up every last drop, then fled as she came. Isolde began belonging to Mrs. Sim in Miner's End, but she would always get free. This twice a month we do a one in Corona. Possible places, magic. Cool. Cool. What other areas are in Tales of the Empty House? There's a childhood bedroom, main hall.
Mycroft's umbrella, the only outgoing thing in his wardrobe.
Well done, Sherry. The hall now looks much as it did in our youth. Brings back fond memories. You know, I envy you, Sherry. You can talk to other people and they won't ignore you.
And I envy you. You can ignore any person you're bored with. You don't miss out on much. Most men are dull, unlike yourself.
Well, I'm flattered.
George used to own name, his father at home, winner of Singer Roman Holmes. I don't expect her home yesterday, April 9th, 1869. She's survived her two sons, aged 20 and 10. It was unclear if they remain still married. Mrs. Holmes purchased property only a year ago. Despite a feeble constitution of body, so ravaged by consumption, Mrs. Holmes was quickly welcomed into Gratona's elite. In her high vocation, she had, in addition to the deep institutions of gifted woman, the strength of a man, the consciousness of a saint, and the wit of a satirist. A specialist in ancient objects, she became the authority on authenticity. Police conducted an investigation upon arrival at the manor, but have not released further details. The cause of her death is unknown.
Something did happen that day, but no one can tell us the details. How can that be?
Agreed. It's rather suspicious.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it. We used to take a shortcut down the banisters, much to everyone's annoyance.
Oh yeah, what fun. They had to fix these handrails several times. I wouldn't try it now, Sherry, tempting though it is.
Sure, I used to ride on the staircase handrail in the halls. I was swinging down and it was fun like a fairy, but when I was doing it, I helped myself to the handrail so the time. This is where the coin collection was.
Almost as
I
good
heard
as mine.
footsteps upstairs a second ago. Wait, do we have an attic here?
Almost as good as mine.
There's the pistol that I got from the police chief.
I can sense an incoming memory, Sherry. Do you?
Sharp and well balanced. It would be a pity to leave such a tool behind.
What is that?
Sharp and well balanced. It would be a pity to leave such a tool behind.
Coal dust from Miner's End, sandy dirt from the old city. We scoured the island top to bottom for these soil samples.
I will need a proper outfit to match this.
I have one.
The first chemical laboratory I ever made. I almost miss its elegant simplicity.
Oh.
Look at this, John. Remember how desperately I wanted to learn the violin? I never had a proper opportunity.
Such a shame. I always hated the rule about being silent in this place.
A magnificent tool made for a spurious purpose, staring into the sky. I've definitely found a better use for it.
You mean for spying? You do miss her.
I do.
This time I was first to pick beds. This one's mine now. One of your early sketches of me. And a rather unflattering one at that. Just look at my nose.
I was so frustrated to find only one bed in this room. Mycroft initially refused to bring another for you, but after a week-long dispute, he gave in.
What a stubborn man. How well do you think he would sleep without a bed?
After a rather Sherry clashed with Mycroft about the furniture and needed a place to sleep, there was only one room in her bed. Outrageous, convincing his older brother was a challenge, but after a week-long dispute, he finally gave in and I became the proud owner of her bed. Okay. Well, with that, we are hella running over time. So, we're gonna have to call it here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.